Hey mages on the internet, welcome to TOTALmtg, my name's Matt, and today I'm giving you another super cool deck tech brew from the exciting new format, Pioneer. And what I'm loving about this format at the moment, which is why, the last 3 videos have all been Pioneer, because I'm super excited about it, but there's very few elks in this format at the moment. Yes, you will come against Oko, but in standard at the moment, Oko is everywhere. So this is Pioneer. I'm loving it. It's an elk-free zone practically every time I've played it. I know a lot of you probably say in the comments, I've seen it everywhere. But for me, it's been brews everywhere and I've loved it. So today I put together, I like going through old modern decks that I used to play and see if I can turn them into Pioneer decks. And that's definitely something I think you should all do as well. So put into the comments as well any, old modern decks you used to love to play. And let's see if we can turn them into Pioneer decks. Today is one of my old favourites. It's a black-red Pack Rat. Pack Rat is just an absolutely house of a card. It is 1 and a black for a rat, and the power and toughness are equal to the number of rats you control. And what you can do with Pack Rat is pay 3, discard a card, create a token that's a copy of Pack Rat. Now, being a copy means they're all going to buff each other up and they're just going to get bigger and bigger. Keep discarding cards and Pack Rat is just going to get really out of hand. But we're going to have other ways to win the games as well, because you don't have, you shouldn't just rely on one package thing to win. And Pack Rat goes very well with some other cards here. And Black-Red being Rakdos, we're going to be playing some really cool, dirty cards. So first off, we're going to have a look. I'm going to go in CMC order. We're going to go through some of the spells first. We've got removal, we've got hand disruption, we've got a bit of everything here, a little bit of card draw. So we're starting off with 4 Fatal Push. Absolute, one of the best removal cards, certainly in Pioneer, obviously in Modern as well. This is a 1 mana, destroy target creature, coveted mana cost 2 or less. But if you have the Revolt, you can destroy something a lot bigger if something leaves the battlefield. Maybe like a Fabled Passage or something else. Fatal Push again can destroy something costing 4 or less for just 1 mana. No doubt this has been a staple in, obviously when it was in Standard, it's a staple in Modern, and it's pretty much going to be a staple in Pioneer as well. So I hope you've got them all in paper form. I know I've got quite a few there as well. So the next one is one of the best cards that come from Theros. Well, it was reprinted in Theros. Let's get that right. It was reprinted in Theros, which is Thoughtseize. Target player reveals their hand, you choose a non-land card from it. The player discards that card and you lose 2 life. That 2 life is more than easily handleable to getting to see your opponent's hand on potentially turn 1 and taking their best card away that's in their hand currently. Absolute brilliant and the best hand disruption we can have in the deck. We've then got 3 Shock in there because the old deck in Modern used to run Lightning Bolt. We haven't got Lightning Bolt, so I'm running Shock because it does do damage to any target, which is what I like. Not just creature or planeswalker like maybe some other cards of 1 mana in this format, but Shock does it to anywhere. So we're taking 1 less bit of damage with Shock, unlike Lightning Bolt. But, we can't have Lightning Bolt in every single format as much as some of you red mages will certainly like that. Then we got a single Collective Brutality in there. This has Escalate, which means you have to discard a card to do 1 or more of the other abilities. But it's another bit of hand disruption as well, where you can reveal their hand. You have to choose only an instant or sorcery spell though, which tells you how good Thoughtseize really is. But this has added other abilities where you could give a creature -2/2 and drain your opponent as well if you want to escalate and start discarding cards to that. Dreadbore, destroy target creature or planeswalker. No Terminate, so this is my replacement for Terminate. I've got Dreadbore in there. This is a nice card though. It is sorcery speed, but still just for 2 mana and easily castable for us in this deck. Thread of Possibility is going to be my card draw of choice. Additional is to cast a spell, you have to discard a card. Now, when you're playing these really good spells in black and red, this is what the stipulation usually is. It's losing life or discarding cards. But instant speed at the end of your opponent's turn, drawing 2 cards is super strong. And Fatal Push or something like that might not be what we need at that time. And that could be a card that you discard and fill your hand up maybe with a Pack Rat or one of our great creatures. Going on to some more of the spells here. Colligan's Command is in there as a 2 of. Return target creature card from your graveyard to your hand. Target player discards a card. Destroy target artifact, or we can do 2 damage to any target. And what you do with this, you get to choose 2 of these options. So returning target creature card is very good because Pack Rats don't tend to last long because your opponents really want to kill them. Or potentially we can get back one of our other 2 creatures as well that you'll see in a minute. But Colligan's Command is very versatile. discarding cards, destroy. It's just such a really versatile card, like I said. And for 3 mana, it's in there as a 2 of, and I think we've got an extra one in the sideboard as well. But Devil's coming in as a 2 of because I like that it can destroy. Like Colligan's Command, this is versatile. Destroy target artifact, creature, or planeswalker. So I'm going for this over, you know, something maybe like Hero's Downfall or something nice because it's got the casting cost is a little bit harder. It's not too hard for us. We've got Blood Crypts, Dragon Skull Summits in the, you know, in the man base, and Swamps and Mountains and Fable Passage to find us cards as well for the lands. So Bedevil is going to be, you know, pretty easy potentially for us to cast, and it can kill creatures, planeswalkers, artifacts. So it gives us a plethora of things to choose from that we can destroy. So on to the important, what's the win cons of this deck? Well, you've heard me say Pack Rat is certainly one of the win cons. This can get really out of hand if left alone, discarding cards and just keep building those rats. Sometimes you might have to discard something that's really good, but if it builds up your rats, make them 4/4, 5/5s, just really swarm the battlefield, and your Pack Rat will take over and win the game. What I'm bringing in as well is Piper of the Swarm. Why this is a human warlock, it gives all our rats menace, so I think this is very on theme with Pack Rat. Pay 2, make a rat creature token as well, which will pump up the Pack Rat. And for paying 4, sacrifice 3 rats and gain control of a target creature, which could be anything. This Piper of Swarm I think can do really good work in this deck. It's a 1/3, some nice stats so it can stop early attackers in as well. And obviously anything that makes Pack Rat better is going to be in the deck. The last creature we have in the main is Goblin Rabble Master, because in my modern deck, Pack Rat and Rabble Master, they work so well together. This is just another angle to attack your opponents. Other goblin creatures you control attack each combat if able, and this will just get bigger and bigger because this gets +1/+0 for each attacking goblin. So the Goblin Rabble Master, a bit like Pack Rat, it doesn't, you know, it's going to be a big house to deal with. Potentially this attacking him with a swarm of other goblins and potentially loads of rats as well. We are going to be a mass in the field, swarming the field. Rats and goblins will be taking over. Another extra couple of win cons in there. We've got 2 planeswalkers, starting off with Chandra, Torch of Defiance. +1 can +1 to ramp as well. Exile the top card or do 2 damage. -3, destroy something, just, you know, 4 damage to target creature is nice. But the other win con is if maybe we can protect it with our creatures, get to that emblem, and then whenever you cast a spell, it deals 5 damage to any target. And when your opponents are on such little life, or even 20 life, it doesn't take many spells to actually win with a Chandra, Torch of Defiance. We've then got 3 Liliana of the Last Hope in there. +1, make a -2/-1, and then we want to get to that -7 because that is practically a GG scoop from your opponents. When you can get that emblem, make those zombie tokens in there, X2/2, and they just kit them more and more and more. So zombies will be there, rats will be there, or goblins are going to be there. But the Pack Rat is what the deck's around. That's how I like to win my games, but I will not be worried if I have to win it with a Liliana emblem. So the land base now, like I said, we got Blood Crypts in there. We've got a full play set of Blood Crypts. We've also got a play set of Dragon Skull Summits as well. Don't forget the full deck list, and the price of the deck list will be in links below, so make sure you go and check that out. And it takes you across to my affiliate sponsor with TCG Player over on EtherHub. And if you purchase any cards and you're going to use them anyway, use my code thing, and then you'll just support the channel for free. If you want to play this on MTGO though, go to my sponsors Mana Traders, links below as well. Get yourself a little subscription discount, and then just start playing any deck you want. And Pioneer is great on MTGO, you'll always get a game. So we've got 4 Fabled Passage in there as well, because that goes in every single Pioneer deck. And then we've got Mountains and Swamps. And also 3 Mutavault, because this becomes a 2/2 creature at any type. So it become a Pack Rat, it can become a Goblin, maybe Zombie. The Mutavault can do serious work, pumping up your Pack Rat. That's just absolutely epic. Mutavault is in there as a 3 of. So we're going to get to the sideboard now. We've got some additions that of some of the cards that were already in there. A couple more Collective Brutality because of its versatility and can come in and do more hand disruption if we need it. To help us against graveyard decks, we got a full play set of Leyline of the Void. Need this against some of those graveyard decks. It's, you know, 4 of them have to be in there. You want it in your opening hand and then play it for 0. Going to help you against those sort of decks. As well as Graph Digger's Cage will do as well. Creature cards in graveyards and libraries can't enter the battlefield, and you know, players can't cast spells from there as well. So that's just a little nice addition for us in case we're playing a heavy graveyard deck. We've got a couple of Fry in there, can't be countered, love that. 5 damage to target creature or planeswalker that's white or blue. So Teferi gets hit with that, and other really hard creatures and maybe planeswalkers as well. We've got a single outpost siege. I like what you can do with this. Enters the battlefield, we can use Khans or dragons. So whenever a creature can control leaves the battlefield, 1 damage. We're amassing a lot of tokens there, so dragons is good. And obviously Khans can help us with a little bit of card draw as well. We got an extra Kolaghan's Command in there like I spoke about, and the versatility just like Collective Brutality. We got a single Rakdos Charm that can do, I like the ability of each creature deals 1 damage to its controller, but occasionally you have to be careful, it doesn't kill you. But that still could be good against, our board is wiped and then we might be able to kill our opponents that way. Or you can exile all the cards from a target's player graveyard. We've got a lot of graveyard here, and it's graveyard hate here. And there's another bit where you can destroy an artifact as well, which is obviously very handy when you're playing these sort of colours. One of Slaughter games, I just love it. It's the Rakdos feel of this card that I love. Can't be countered as well, which is really good. I like the can't be countered. I love it when you come together so many blue decks in Pioneer. And this will choose a non-lag card name and we can search and just take it all away from our opponent, potentially get their best card. And the last can't be countered card is Chandra Awakened Inferno. 6 loyalty, 6 mana, can't be countered. +2, just get that emblem on our opponents so that you keep pinging them, keep plussing and plussing, and that's what you want to do. And Chandra Awakened Inferno is a great endgame card and can be bring in as an extra win con. So this is Black Red Packrat, another Pioneer brew of mine. What do you think of it? This is one of the most, one of my most favourite fun decks that I like to play at the moment, and it can definitely get some wins. We've got strong cards in there. Packrat is super strong. Goblin, the Liliana Last Hope, good cards in the sideboard. The deck just works really well. We're running like 23 lands, 12 creatures and 25 other spells. It just works really well. If you want to see gameplay of any of the Pioneer decks, like I said last week, let me know in the comments. Give this a big thumbs up, that really does help, and maybe potentially I'll do some gameplay as well. Go through Mana Traders and record some MTGO gameplay for you, and we can see some of these Pioneer decks in action. Also, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Sharing the video with your friends is a great way to support us, and commenting is a big thing. If the algorithm, they love people that comment on videos, YouTube, so make sure you do that, and it really does support the channel, even if it's just to say hi. I know there's going to be people that probably just say hi, but it all helps. You lot take care, and I'll see you soon.